And yeah.
There you go.
There we go. So, little hiccup. It's all right. We got this. So, let's figure out how the sound is going. Can you guys hear us okay? Pull the live chat so we can see you guys, and you guys can tell us how things sound. Okay, we're good to go. Let's see. Let us know. Can you hear us okay out there, you guys? Sounds good. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. See, this is
We're new here.
We are live, son. Usually, when there's no easy way to say it. When the shit hits the fan, we usually can just cut it and go. If we put together a compilation of nothing but bloopers, so help me God, we'd have enough for like 4 or 5 different just hour-long videos.
They're really my favorite part of us making YouTube videos is because usually at the beginning there's something that happens and we have to restart a couple times.
We can seriously.
So you're getting to see that in live time.
Yeah.
This time.
Usually there's lots of screw-ups that you guys don't get to see, but you know what? That's okay because stuff happens. Now that we're on, where the hell are we going to start? I think we were going to start real quick with just making sure the video was good.
Check.
Got it. And that our sound sounds good. You guys are helping us out with that, letting us know that the sound is good to go. We got a couple people, just a few, little handfuls. So we'll see. We can get a few more people in there. While we're waiting, I want to tell you guys that the last couple days we did some sourcing and it was pretty good. But I always have this this urge to pick up things for myself. And actually, this was Laura's doing. She pointed out to me. I have this thing where I've been collecting Coleman lanterns, and she actually pointed these out to me. Now, these are newer ones. These aren't like the ones that I have that are, much more vintage and stuff like that. But these are going into the stockpile of things. These need a little bit of things. Like this one needs the cap for the bottom, and then the battery insert there. So that's going to be easy for me to find. But I don't know why it started that way. It started as me getting them to sell them, and then an obsession started where I was collecting them.
I don't think we've actually sold one. He's been hoarding them away. And so then I took them over as decorations. So they would.
I'm not going to sell any of them. One of the fun parts is having little man. We have for those that don't know, we have a 2-year-old or about to be 2-year-old and end of February, and we take him everywhere we go as far as sourcing is concerned. So we don't put together any kind of like babysitter. So if you guys are pickers with kids, you know how fun that can be when they no longer want to be there, or they see something that they want that you have no intentions of buying because you're in the business mindset of like, what can I get to turn around and make money with? Or what can I get to make a collection with, like my Coleman lanterns. So that's always fun.
Yeah. Well, and Pablo went out yesterday, right on your way home from work, and he got some toys, and because we sell a little bit of everything, and we had set them out. We were looking at them last night, but forgot to pick them up and put them in the office. And whenever Javier woke up this morning, he thought it was Christmas morning for himself. He was so excited about these toys. So we had a little product tester this morning, getting to play with some toys that we will eventually resell.
Yeah, we didn't put stuff up in time. We try to hide things in the office. This is, and we don't ever really tape anything in here, but
No.
this is our office, or should I say it's more Laura's office than anything. As you can see with the pink walls and all the girly little things on the wall over there. This is like really her domain. I do have, for those again that don't know, that are watching us for the first time, I am considered more of a part-time reseller, and Laura is the full-time reseller, and also the keeper of the wild child. So she's got a lot more on her plate than I do, by far. And a lot of it can't be done if it wasn't for her doing what she does, so I can do what I do outside of here. But we are working. Well, let's not get mushy, okay? There's people watching. It's not okay. But no, for real, she does all the heavy lifting, and I just come in for the sourcing most times whenever I have my days off, which are generally Thursdays and Sundays, and that's kind of what I do. I come in and help her with sourcing, and then whenever I have a chance to do listings, because I'm in the car business. My regular 9 to 5 is in the car business. So when it's slow, and when it's crazy, it's just that. So when it's slow at work, I try to help with like item descriptions and things like that, and pricing, so we can get things posted. So I try to do as much as I can off-site while she's here on-site, chasing, feeding little man around, and getting this business going so where I can then go full-time with her. So we're basically working towards that, and it's looking good. Things are looking good. But we did kill off back here behind her head. This is like our rack of inventory, and it was like not only the rack, but it was like on the ground, and
It's overflowing.
It was overflowing. So we killed off basically 90% of it.
Yeah, we had a couple of snow days here. So Pablo was home. He got off early one day and then was home for a couple of days. So we really focused on either listing stuff or getting rid of it. If it was something that was broken or something that wasn't really the quality that we thought it was whenever we picked it, and it's been sitting here forever, we put it in a donation pile. And then once he went back to work, he took it in with him to stop by the Goodwill and drop it off. And our trash can was like overflowing with just junk that we just needed to get rid of. So we did a lot of housekeeping.
Oh yeah.
During those couple of days, which was nice. And then listed a bunch of stuff too.
We were stuck, so we made the best out of it, and that helped out. So we had to, once we killed off a lot of stuff and posted a bunch of stuff, we needed to re-up in a big way. So I started basically last night, picked up a few things, and then today we pretty much hit it throughout the entire day of getting new inventory that we're going to go over.
And I'm going to be the Vanna White of the inventory, so I'll be getting up and down as the show goes on.
Again, she's doing all the heavy lifting, and I'm just like sitting here. So.
Do you want the scuba stuff?
What can I say? She like takes great care of us. Every woman is like the glue of the family, and that is like the absolute truth here in this house. So the first thing that I came across, and we've talked about these kind of things in other videos, where we're big fin fans. We like fins. Well, I went to the Goodwill last night, and behind the counter there was a black bag. It was a mesh bag. I've seen these bags before. They're scuba gear type bags. There's a full wetsuit that was in there. Sea Elite. It's got the legs. It's got the arms. It's that.
Pablo put this on last night, guys. It was great. It looked like Scuba Steve.
It was awesome.
It was fun.
We did, and then of course you've got the major fins. These are probably one of the biggest pair of swim fins that we've ever had. So we've got these. We've got the mesh bag, and these are the goggles that were in with all of this. Here are the goggles. It's a strap. It's like a huge like head strap. But this particular brand is an Italian-made brand, and here's the. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can get it. Where the hell? All right, let's see if we can get to focus. Probably not. 54 and some change was the original MSRP on that. Just on these goggles, they're really nice. I'm not even gonna try to say the name. No, we'll try it. Let's just go with Chrissy. We're gonna leave it there. If it's wrong, it's wrong. That's okay. We gave it a damn good shot.
Here, I'll put it back.
Moving on. Shoes, the water shoes going on in there. So these are like, I mean, they're in such good condition. I wish we had a little better lighting in here so you can kind of see. Do you see that? They're like barely worn whatsoever. A little bit of like dusting off is going to be needed because I don't know if this person ever used them more than 2 or 3 times. I mean, this is the weighted belt. I guess you put on the shoes if you're, going to walk on the bottom of the water while you're weighted down. I don't know. Why else would you need the shoes if you have the fins on? And then when it gets dark, you have the underwater flashlight to go with it. There we go. Okay. And that was also included in it. That whole bundle deal in total, I think it was like $29 and $29 is some change. Let's say $30. That whole package right there will easily double for a quick flip. We might start off a little bit higher, around maybe 70, and if we double, that's great, and I'm super stoked by that. So this brand, I have seen it many times from other folks that get down on the clothes. What do you think it's pronounced?
Marmot.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Marmot. Marmot. Very, very nice. It's got like an autumn color feel to it, and it's super comfy looking. So this one just brings me back a little bit there. I was all about some Tommy Hilfiger back in the day, and this is kind of a vintage throwback with the larger label, block label on there, and yellow, blues, whites, stripes, and just awesome condition. Now this one is a Hugo Boss button neck sweater. It is like solid red, but there is some nice little patterns going on the inside. But it is that was picked up for, what's that tag say? So $4 there. The Tommy was half off. Picked that one up for like $3, give or take. And then the Marmot was also about, I think, $4. This is 90s vintage Tommy Hilfiger. The reason I know it's Tommy Hilfiger vintage 90s, I didn't mean to say all that, but this is this is what happens when you do live. You just have to just go with it. So 90s vintage, from what I was researching, the crest and the corner points it out to be 90s. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. I'm going with it. Let's see. No, I think that's right, because there was a bunch of them that were like that. They were listed. So now this is pretty cool little situation. So I like picking these up. We've sold plenty of these. Not one quite this big. This is Sears. Kind of, those reel-to-reel editors and feeds goes through there. It had it marked $5 right here. The owner of this thrift store, we just started talking a little bit, and I was asking him, is there a place you can plug it in? It was the first time we've ever been in this thrift store, and we asked if we could plug it in, and he was like, yeah, there's a place to plug it in. So he was like, what is it? So he didn't even know what he had on hand. So I told him, more or less what it was, and I wanted to see if the bulb within the unit actually turned on. So we plugged it in and turned on, And he was like, well, that's cool. Before we plugged it in, he was like, I'll give it to you half off if you like it. And then after we plugged it in, I was like, okay, you know, I'll take it. That's great. And he's like, just take it. So it went from $5 to half to free. I'm like, and I didn't open my mouth not one time. $5, half, take it with you. I was like, I'll be back. I will be back to visit your store once again. So that guy was really cool. I liked him a lot. We posted this Connect 4 game last night. Got this at the Goodwill. Same time that we did same time that I got the scuba gear, the snorkel gear, should I say, and paid like $3 for this. And they got some good numbers. This factory sealed, still in the factory wrapping, and that was a good pickup. Anywhere between $20 and $30 with free shipping kind of deal. I picked up these today. These are some vintage hats. Little plantation action there. And for like 79 cents, I don't know who's going to buy them, but for 79 cents, and they're super, super mint condition, why the hell not? So those are pretty cool.
I got this one too.
If they don't sell, I'm just going to wear them.
But not this one. We don't like Michigan, so.
We're not Michigan fans. But we also picked that one up. Again, that one's like $1.99 or $1.99. These hats were really cheap. I mean, that's when 59 cents. You know, if we get $15 a piece, I'll be happy. The Michigan's going to bring a little more. The two vintage ones, if I get like $15 a piece, you know, gravy. Awesome. Not a big deal. We've been doing really well picking these up. Guitar Hero guitars. If you match them up with the games, then obviously they bring more money. This one we picked up at a different thrift store for $3.99. It looks like someone picked it up from a Goodwill, or a former Goodwill sticker there, and then they took it over there. But we picked it up, and we should be able to do that one. We've been doing them for around like $20, so that's pretty nice. This particular, I have this new thing where I've been picking up vintage alarm clocks. I know we're kind of rock and rolling really fast, but vintage alarm clocks have been kind of something that I've really liked. You know, we've got the flips, and you've got these like faux wooden looking ones. They all seem to do very well and in a decent time. I mean, you may have one, if you start picking them up, look up the model, just check them out really well, plug them in, make sure they work, and go through all the functions while you're there in the store. These, on average, we're getting around like 20 to like 30-ish, depending on the right one.
Depending on which one it is.
Depending on the right one. This one right here is $4.99. Picked it up, and I like this one. I really do. This one's actually a really nice one. This one's a vintage Sears that I think's going to do really well. It has the original manual on there, and whoever tested it let us know that it's working. So that's good. But no, we tested it out in the store, and vintage clocks, we do well with vintage clocks. And if you want to get into vintage clocks, just understand you're probably going to be looking at a turnaround of like about 3 weeks or so, maybe. If you the more desirable ones, about 2-3 weeks. So this we just received today from a former co-worker and friend of Laura's. She hit us up, let us know that she had this and was wondering if we were interested. Nintendo 64. It was good. It was a good deal. We'll just say that. It was a good deal. She was happy. We were happy. And I believe it came with 2 games as well. This is the first time we're opening it. So
Controllers are in here too.
controllers.
1 controller.
Nice. So that's the original gray controller that's with it. Yeah. Nice. Here's the games.
Games and paperwork with it too. It's Zelda and Super Mario 64. We're definitely going to be testing this out.
Oh, yeah. So all those goodies were in there. Pretty stoked about that. Pretty stoked to be playing that. So I think that's pretty much everything that we wanted to share with you guys. Real quick, gonna let you guys know that we do currently have our Instagram account up, the Sierra State Liquidators. You can go on there and kind of like follow along with us as we go on picking adventures and things like that. So we're always posting things on there just for fun. And if you guys have one, follow us. We'll follow you back. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this is our first time, like we said, doing a live event. It went ugly at first, and then we kind of cleaned it up. So, I mean, we did the best we could.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Hope you guys will like, subscribe, and comment on how we can improve. Ideas for future things. Just any kind of feedback would be great because, again, this is our first time, but it will not be our only time. Working on it. Thank you guys again for coming and hanging out with us, and see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.